Today, here in the States, we have something known as capital punishment. Or the death penalty. Would it be wrong to take someone's life if they have taken the life of another person, in your opinion?
If someone commit a crime, that someone has not, even before committing the crime, that person was not lucky. Parents, teachers, friends have not helped him or her. He or she did not know the way of understanding and compassion, and pushed by a feeling, emotion of anger, hate, despair, that man has committed a crime. So he or she is somehow a victim of society. So we should feel that we are co-responsible for that crime. And in that way, when you look at him or her, we don't hate, we don't get angry. And we say that, well, if he or she had a chance to be helped, he would not have done such a thing. So with that in mind, we think that we know that killing him does not help, because our society continues to produce people like him. After you have killed one person, another person come up, and we continue to kill. That's not the solution. So you have to meditate, to look deeply, to see the roots. And don't wait until a person get to the point of education to ask the question as whether we should kill him, punish him or not. There must be a way to help change the person, to change a criminal into a non-criminal. And the Dharma may help. A criminal with the practice of the Dharma can become a savior. Like Angulimala. Angulimala was a disciple of the Buddha. He was a monk. But before that, before he was ordained as a monk, he was a serial killer. He had killed almost 100 people. And King Prasanajit tried to use the army to get him, but they could not get him. That day he was about to kill the Buddha. But with his compassion and intelligence, the Buddha was able to transform him. You know the story. The Buddha is walking slowly, mindfully, holding his bowl. And Angulimala tried to run after the Buddha, and he wanted to kill the Buddha. He's full of hate. And he called out to the Buddha, "Stop, monk, stop!" And the Buddha continued to walk slowly. And then a few seconds after that, he catch up with the Buddha, and he was walking on the same line. And walking like that, he said, "Monk, I asked you to stop. Why didn't you stop?" And the Buddha said, "Angulimala, I myself, I have stopped long time ago. It's you who have not stopped." The Buddha wasn't afraid of Angulimala. I think the Buddha, when he was young, he learned martial art. He was very confident. The Buddha was young at that time. So he spoke with Angulimala, walking on the same line with him. It's you who have not stopped. And that make Angulimala surprised. What do you mean? You are walking and you say that you have stopped. No. On the path of killing, destruction, I have stopped a long, long time ago. It's you who have not stopped. And the Dharma gave him a mini Dharma talk. And Angulimala was full of hate and anger. Angulimala, why you like to kill people? Because I hate them. Mankind are very cruel. I want to kill them all. The Buddha said, you are misled. There are many kind people you have not seen. Look at the monks. They never try to harm anyone, even small insect. Don't you see that? If a person is full of hate and anger and violence, that person cannot be happy. Angulimala, you can change. You can be a happy person. You don't need to carry your despair and your violence, your hate, your anger like that. It's a pity that you don't know how wonderful is life. And that helped open the mind of Angulimala. He said, Gautama, it's too late. Even if I want now to change my life, it's not possible. People won't give me a chance. Buddha said, well, I can help you. If you really want to change, and then I will accept you in the rank of my disciples. You become a monk, a bhikshu, and you are protected by the Dharma. And Angulimala threw away his sword, kneel down. At that time, the disciples of the Buddha were very worried about the Buddha. And they arrived and saw that the Buddha was safe, and Angulimala was kneeling in front of him. They were so happy. So the Buddha said, dear friends, let us organize a precepts transmission ceremony right here on the street, and ordain this gentleman into the order of bhikshu. And they form a circle. And the Buddha gave ordination together with other monks. And they shaved the head of Angulimala, the criminal, the serial killer, and gave him a monk robe. And Shariputra was given order to instruct him as how to walk, how to breathe, how to sit, how to hold the bowl of a monk. And he Angulimala learned with all his heart. And in no time at all, in a few weeks, he became very gentle, very non-violent, very pleasant monk. Transformation took place very quickly, and one criminal became one very, very kind, compassionate person. And that is the miracle of the Dharma. And he got a new name, Ahimsaka Thera, the monk called non-violent action. And I think a few weeks after that, the king was still trying to use his army to look out for Angulimala. And the Buddha one day saw the king with his army. He said, "Is anything happening? Why you have to arrange the army? No, the border is safe. Only we have not found Angulimala. Because until we find Angulimala and kill him, there will not be no peace in the kingdom." The Buddha pointed to a monk behind him and said, "This is Angulimala." And all the hair in the head of the king stood up. The Buddha said, "Majesty, you don't have to be afraid. Angulimala has become someone very gentle, non-violent. You can have confidence in me." And then, after a few minutes of breathing in and out, the king recovered his calm. And he turned to Angulimala and he asked about his origin and offered his help to offer food, shelter. And Angulimala thanked the king and said that he does not need anything because everything is being given to him by the Sangha. And that is the story of transformation. And if politicians, the justice system know the practice of the Dharma, they may be able to apply that to prisons and other places and help prisoners to transform. There is a Dharma teacher in our midst, Sherry Mapo. She had served a long time as a police officer. She has practiced the Dharma for a long time. She has become a Dharma teacher. She has helped so many people, including police officers. And you may like to talk to her about how to help bring the Dharma into the system and help transform the people who have not got a chance. And punishment is not the only way. It's not the best way.